80% of my scripts that I create, now I am just passing through into my regression suite. I think the key challenges that came on was our own learnings that we did, and a lot of this were honestly towards the beginning of the cycle, right? We sort of anticipated that, which was why we planned as we did, right? But I think some of the biggest challenges that we saw earlier on was setting the expectation of the testers and the people who are going to do this, right? So when the tool was purchased, it's usually a C-level decision. Most organizations have an initiative to say, hey, how do we apply AI and adopt AI in things that we are doing? We know its value and it's implied. The doers are a little nervous because the mindset comes in to say, hey, is this going to really replace what I do? And is this diminishing my value in the team? So I think the initial building of trust was a little bit of a challenge where people were skeptical but not convinced that this is going to solve their problem, right? I'll use an example. When we initially, with one team lead, when we were going through the process, we actually monitored some of the activities that they did as part of their testing, and then we gave them the artifacts that were automatically generated. They looked at it and they said, well, when I see these steps that this tool has created for me, I feel like I have to modify 80% of these steps in order for them to meet my expectation. And they started talking about, well, how much of a value is this in terms of time impact, in terms of efficiency impact, and so forth. And we knew right away that is a very valid evaluation and assessment. But what we realized at that point was the way they were thinking about what they need to change and why. There was a gap in that understanding, right? So we said, hey, we have to do a better job in communicating the what and the how and the why, which actually helps them get the scripts created and generated in their expected criteria. And once we did that, it actually flipped over. Same person, in less than a week, came back and said, oh, awesome. 80% of my scripts that I create. Now, remember, not 80% of each script, but 80% of all my scripts, I am just passing through into my regression suite. I am no longer even modifying a single step on that. And to me, that was an amazing transformation simply because of the challenge of, hey, are you looking at all of the things? Are you understanding the what and the why when you're using a tool like? So I think that was a major challenge.